Good YouTube. Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're gonna talk about how the Kings got two good blocks to be able to stop the Pelicans from scoring. Then they made some free throws, missed some free throws, made another block, got the ball, and was able to close out the game against the Pelicans 117 to 113. The Pelicans are 25 and 53, 9 and 30 on the road. The Kings is 21 and 57, 14 and 25 at home. The Pelicans won the season series 2-1, although they lost this game. The game didn't really matter much for either one of these teams anyway, but it was still a fun, interesting game to watch for the young players that's still developing and working on things and trying to implement it on the basketball court at the NBA level for other people that want to compete against them. So it made sense for me to watch as an analyst. The Pelicans won the first quarter 30-21. They won the second quarter 36-34, but then things started going away from them, and then they started to lose. In the third quarter, they lost that one 30-26, and then the fourth quarter they let the Pelicans let the Kings make a long run all the way to the point where they won it, and they finished that quarter 32-21 to win the game. Herbert Jones, man, 13 minutes, 3 points. He made a three. He missed the three. He missed his only 2 point attempt. So he finished with 3 points. He had one rebound, one assist, one turnover, and a steal. Three personal fouls. He was a 0 and plus minus by the end of the game. This was a game where he was out early, and it hurted them a bit, but they were still functioning right. They were still playing the game the right way. It just they got away from it a little bit. Zion Williamson, they needed him to be more dominant in this one. He only took 11 shots, but that's a good amount for a guy that's take twos. He went 5 of 11 from the field, 3 or 4 from the free throw line for 13 points. He did get 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 turnovers, and a steal. He also got 1 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and was a -4 and plus minus. You look at it and say, Zion, with Herbert being out, you should be trying to dominate this game. It didn't happen for him at all. And then Trey Murphy, he also didn't take a lot of shots either. He only took 9, which is uncharacteristic of him. He went 5 of 9 from the field. He had 13 points in 32 minutes. He went 1 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 turnovers. He also had 2 blocks, 2 personal fouls, and he finished as a -3 and plus minus. Good defense from him on some possessions, and he did score efficiently enough overall. But of course, it'll be more better if he made a couple threes. That's what he's out there usually to do. And he ended up catching himself in some sticky situations and got the turnovers. He missed some easy looks, but he finished 2 of 5 from the field. Of course, you would like him to perform a little better in this one. He went 2 or 3 from the field, from the free throw line. He had 7 boards. It ended up being the most in the starting lineup, but not even the most in the game for them. He also had 2 assists, no turnovers, 3 personal fouls, 2 offensive rebound, and a +3 and plus minus. Sometimes Eve can give you a double-double. Sometimes he falls short of it. And sometimes he don't even give you the right rim protection that you need. And this was one of them games where both of those was true. Sadiq Bey, still one of their better scorers. He proved that again tonight with 20 points in 29 minutes. He went 7 of 15 from the field. The thing he didn't do that great, though, was the three-point shooting, too. He went 1 of 6 from 3, but he did finish 5 of 5 from the free throw line because he got close to the basket. He went to the post, and he also hit some jumpers. So the three-point shot wasn't as needed. It's good to have some other things to do on the offensive end because he also had 3 assists, no turnovers, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and a -7 and plus minus. Everybody off the bench for the Pelicans scored. Derek Queen played 28 minutes. He had 8 points. He went 3 of 10 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Too many bricks from him. Sometimes he really gets it going, especially when he's driving. Sometimes teams just give him space and give him wide open shots because they don't want him to drive. Those things happen to him again in this one. He still got 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 steals, and a block, and 2 turnovers. If you try him, he will make a play on the ball. Will it work or not? Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't, but he did have 4 personal fouls. So show you that both things can be true for him as a rookie. It can be that way. He did have 4 offensive rebounds out of the 6, and he finished as a -7 and plus minus. Micah Peavy, 32 minutes, 8 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Um, he ended up knocking out his threes, and those are worth more than twos. And he also was able to knock down all his free throws. So it still was a solid game because he also had 4 steals, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, and no turnovers. He also had 3 personal fouls. It was a +5 in plus minus. Jordan Hawkins, 21 minutes, 14 points. He went 5 of 7 from the field, 4 of 5 from three. The 3 point shooting is really, really good from him in this game because he was open a lot and he was splashing them. So you got to be happy about that. He had 2 turnovers though, no personal fouls, and was a -3 and plus minus. 14 points is a good amount of points for a guy that didn't have a lot of possessions where the ball was in his hands. But he made good use of scoring in this one. And then Jeremiah Fears, he had the jump shot on really, really, really good. He had the mid-range pull-ups going, the threes pull-ups going. He also found his teammates a little bit, but he was looking for more of his shots than he was looking for his teammates. He's been playing like that all season. He's just getting better at scoring and just getting more confident in that shot. And he's also getting to the rim still. So he's doing it on all 3 levels, and he's also getting to the free throw line too. So he's starting to become a better offensive player. Not too much of a surprise for him. You just want to see it continue. 10 of 19 from the field, 5 of 11 from three, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 8 boards. That ended up being the most in the game. And he was a point guard and the smallest guy on the court that did that. He had 6 assists, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, and he finished the game with a -4 and plus minus. And then you look at the Kings, it seemed like everything they was doing was right. And then all of a sudden, they started to play better defense and things started to go their way. And then shots started to fall. Then defense picked up a little bit more in that fourth quarter, especially in the ending of it. And they found themselves a win. Precious Achua, 25 minutes, 12 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 0 of 2 from three. He missed his only free throw, 7 boards, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a +7 in plus minus. He can score close to that basket, but he tried the threes, didn't work out for him. But he still was able to do good on the glass, and he still was able to make some decent moves to be able to get some steals. Renard hit some big shots, the floaters. He finished 11 to 14 from the field, so he was one of their more consistent scorers throughout the game. And he has been when he's been given the minutes. He missed his only three. He went 6 to 7 from the free throw line. He had 9 boards, 4 assists, and a turnover, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a +1 and plus minus. DeMar DeRozan ended up scoring when he could. He ended up playing 23 minutes. He had 14 points with 7 of 11 from the field. Sometimes where they didn't really know what they wanted to do, well, we just give it to DeMar and see if he can make a shot or make a pass to help us get a better shot that we didn't see. And then he got 5 assists, no turnovers, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds too, which means he ended up having a really good one. He also had 2 personal fouls and was a +1 and plus minus. Devin Carter, 32 minutes, 9 points. He went 3 of 10 from the field, 2 of 6 from three, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. He missed a ton of shots and this one, and they kept leaving him open too. He couldn't really make him pay enough for that, though. He did have 6 boards, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 personal fouls, and a +5 and plus minus. Neat Clifford, 39 minutes, 23 points. He went 9 to 16 from the field, 4 of 6 from three, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 turnovers, and a steal. No personal fouls, and he was a +7 and plus minus. I like the fact that he kept finding a way to get open, and then he was able to torch a little bit at some points through this one with the jump shot, and then he still was able to score, between the basket. And then you look at the Doug McDermott game. He played 18 minutes. He had 3 points. He went 1 of 5 from three, meaning his only make this game was a three because he finished 1 of 6 from the field. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnover, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -1 and plus minus. Dylan Cardwell, 24 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 3 from the field. Did a good job of scoring the easy ones. Also did a good job of crashing the glass on both ends, defensive and offensive. Finished with 8 rebounds, split 4-4. He had 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and 5 blocks. Crucial blocks, and it was good that he was in the game to be able to do it since he has a lot of heart and he has a lot of energy to be able to make those type of plays. He did it all game, and it helped him win this one. But he did also get 5 personal fouls that can always be the risk of trying to go for blocks and trying to play defense in the NBA now. He was a +4 and plus minus. Daquan plowed in 31 minutes and ended up being the most off the bench. He has 17. They're going to let them threes fly. He went 2 of 8 from 3, so they kind of won that battle tonight. But he still finished 5 of 12 from the field and 5 of 5 from the free throw line. So it still was a good offensive game from him since he ate other places. He did have 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and a steal. No personal foul, and was a +1 and plus minus. Killian Hayes, 20 minutes. He had 5 points. He was terrible when it came to scoring the basketball. 1 of 8 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 5 assists. The 5 assists ended up being the most off the bench. He also had 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and finished as a -5 and plus minus. Sacramento, at the end of the day, they took more shots by 6, 90 to the 84 of the Pelicans. They made 51% of them. While the Pelicans got blocked a couple times, so they just went down, and then they ended up not being able to score some times in the ending of the fourth. But 48% is still above average, and the fact that they shot 41% from 3 kept them ahead and kept them winning the game a lot of the time throughout it. 34 attempts from 3, while the Kings took 33. They only made 30% of theirs, but they made theirs at the right time. And then 20 free throws for the Kings. They shot 75%. 21 from the Pelicans. They shot 90%. So that was a good game from them there too. And then 46 rebounds for the Kings, 36 for the Pelicans. 29 assists for the Kings, 24 for the Pelicans. 14 turnovers for the Kings, 13 for the Pelicans. 7 steals for the Kings, 12 for the Pelicans. 6 blocks from the Kings, 3 from the Pelicans. 12 offensive rebounds for the Kings, 7 for the Pelicans. 34 defensive rebounds for the Kings, 29 for the Pelicans. And then 16 personal fouls for the Kings, 18 for the Pelicans. Fun, good game of a lot of players showing you what they've been working on, what they're going to try to bring in to the game next season for the team that they might play on or they will play on. We don't know as fans of the game, but one thing I do know, the NBA got a lot of good young talent, and then they got this nice draft coming in too. Some overseas players, some G League players that's been working on that game too. And then you look at the fact that we got other years now coming up where it might look good even then. So the NBA is going in the right direction. The talent is really coming. And this game showed you what a lot of these guys possibly can be and what they possibly can do. And they all have young guys that's still growing around them. So even the worst teams in the league, it still has a chance to get better. And they also still have a chance to add more young talent. So that can add losing seasons to these teams. But eventually you hope it become winning seasons. And that's just how it goes in the league at the end of the day. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today. Hopefully with more analysis, man.